You'll own nothing and be happy. Those 6 words have become a lightning rod. On one side, they're treated as proof of a secret plan to take away our homes, cars, and freedom. On the other, they're dismissed as clickbait or a provocative thought experiment. What's the truth? Who's behind this phrase? And does the World Economic Forum, or something called the Great Reset, actually plan to make us all tenants of the world? Let's untangle the story. Start with the players. The World Economic Forum, or WEF, is a Switzerland-based non-governmental organization, best known for its annual Davos meetings, where political leaders, business executives, academics, and celebrities gather to talk about global issues. It's a networking hub, a convening space, and a platform for ideas. It has influence because powerful people go there, but it doesn't have lawmaking authority. Think of it as a loudspeaker, not a government. In June 2020, amid the chaos of the pandemic, WEF's founder Klaus Schwab and partners launched an initiative called the Great Reset. The phrase was meant to capture a moment many policymakers saw as a chance to rebuild economies in ways that are fairer and more sustainable after COVID-19. The Great Reset agenda included 3 broad themes: steering market incentives toward fairer outcomes, investing in sustainable infrastructure, and harnessing the innovations of the 4th Industrial Revolution to address public needs. Now the phrase, "You'll own nothing and be happy." Where did that come from? It wasn't a manifesto. It originated as part of a WEF-linked set of speculative scenarios and an opinion-style piece imagining how consumer behavior and technologies might evolve by 2030. It was framed as a provocative prediction, more like a magazine column than a policy document. But a short, attention-grabbing sentence was all social media needed. Memes and conspiracy videos stripped away context and turned a provocation into an alleged plan. Here's the crucial point. Predicting or imagining trends is not the same as imposing them. The WEF and other think tanks speculate about futures all the time. Those scenarios explore how things might change if current trends accelerate, not how they must change because some secret cabal decided so. So why does the "you'll own nothing" line feel plausible to many people? Because parts of our economy already look like that. Many of us don't own the music we listen to or the movies we watch. We subscribe. Cars come with subscription features and software that can be updated or even disabled remotely. Streaming, cloud services, and the sharing economy have shifted ownership toward access. Digital platforms have concentrated power and profit, and data-driven business models have raised real concerns about privacy and control. That's where the legitimate criticisms live. Critics of the WEF and the Great Reset raise real and reasonable points. That convening elites might normalize policies that favor them, that public-private partnerships can be opaque, and that rapid digital transformation can concentrate power in the hands of a few corporations. People worry about surveillance, algorithmic decision-making without accountability, and economic policies that leave working people behind. Those are debates worth having in the open, and they're not the same as the idea that a single organization will take your house. So what's misinformation doing here? It dresses up powerlessness as conspiracy. It turns complex economic trends, policy proposals, and inequalities into a single villain and a single plot. That's attractive because it simplifies things and gives people a clear enemy. But it also distracts from real levers of change, like voting, organizing, and regulation. It helps to unpack 3 realities. 1. Influence is not the same as control. WEF can recommend ideas, create networks, and normalize certain conversations. Governments still make laws, parliaments pass budgets, and courts decide rights. If a WEF idea becomes policy, it's because national or local governments chose to adopt it, and voters and legislators can debate those choices. 2. Market trends change how we consume. Many industries are moving from ownership to service models because businesses find it profitable. and consumers often prefer convenience. That's a market shift, not a forced confiscation. If you don't like it, you can push back with regulations, support alternatives, or choose different services. There are real accountability gaps. When tech firms and governments collaborate, transparency and democratic oversight can lag behind. That's a place for watchdogs, journalists, civic tech, and engaged citizens to step in. So what can you do if the idea that you'll own nothing bothers you? Either because it sounds dystopian or because you're worried about the concentration of power. Stay informed. Read original sources, WEF's actual reports or official government documents, rather than only social posts that quote them out of context. Vote and engage locally. National and local governments make the biggest decisions about ownership rights, taxation, and regulation. Push for transparency. Demand open processes and clear conflict of interest rules when public and private actors collaborate on big projects. Support policies that protect data privacy, strengthen antitrust enforcement, and promote worker protections in the platform economy. Practice media literacy. Check who's making a claim, what evidence they cite, and whether they've simplified complex issues into one-line scares. Let's wrap this up. There's no secret global plan operated by the WEF to steal your house and make you rent every possession from a corporate overlord. But there are real trends and urgent debates about ownership, digital power, public-private governance, and inequality that deserve honest, democratic discussion. The fear-driven story that you'll own nothing hides the real choices we face about who benefits from technological change and how our societies will be organized. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. What part of the Great Reset debate do you want explained next? Digital IDs, surveillance capitalism, or the role of COP and climate policy? Share this with someone who's seen that catchy line and wants to know what it actually means. Stay curious and keep asking who's telling the story and why.